Okay, so day one, I'm about 2 hours into my first dose. I'm starting to feel a little bit different. I can kind of notice a few things here and there. My cough started sounding different about an hour ago, and along with that, I kind of have this weird rattling feeling in the top of my chest. I had explained to my mom, it kind of feels like whenever you have like an aerosol can of like paint or hairspray or something, and it has that little ball inside and you shake it and it has that rattle sound and feeling. That's what it feels like inside of my chest when I cough now. And even kind of whenever I talk, it's a very strange feeling. But yeah, that's kind of what I've noticed so far. I haven't brought anything up necessarily that was different than before, but I'm about to go do my first set of treatments since taking it, so maybe that'll be different. I am having a slight headache, but the weather is really crazy today, so like it's kind of hard to tell like if it's side effects or if it's weather, kind of the things I'm feeling. So I guess we'll either tell, you know, like as the days go on and hopefully the weather gets better, or, you know, whatever progresses throughout the day. So 2 hours in, this is what I've got. It is about 4 or 5 hours into day one, dose one. I did my treatments. It felt very difficult. The albuterol was hard to get the deeper breaths in, but once I got to the pulmozyme in the case, then it was easier. But now I'm very kind of lethargic almost. So yeah, I am gonna go and lay down and just try to get some rest and see if maybe I just need some sleep or something, and see how the rest of the day goes. Okay, I am on hour 7 and I feel it. My mucus, I would say, is a good almost 20 times thicker. Before, it had some coloring to it, but it was only early in the morning it was thicker. Now it's like 7 at night and it's just freaking green gummy bears coming out of my face. It's my sinuses as well, so I guess it's everything is just clearing out, I guess. I don't know. I've talked about this before. I don't necessarily know if it was in a video or not, but when infected mucus comes up and it almost just like tastes like death, like that, it touches your tongue and you just want to throw up, just death taste. That's what it has. So that's pleasant. I'm having a lot of hot flashes. I don't know if it's from the coughing or what. Most likely from the coughing. But yeah, it's a weird feeling right now, because this morning I felt so good, and yesterday I got so much stuff accomplished, and I know it's gonna get worse before it gets better, but it sucks. It really sucks. And like, if you asked me the number one thing I hated physically, not number one thing, but like in the top 5, it would be the taste of this stuff, and I would say that's number 2. But oh my god, it's gnarly, and then it like sticks to your tongue. It's probably way too much information for people that don't know what I'm talking about, but I mean, this is reality, people. This is what happens. It is 24 hours since my first dose, and about half an hour after my 3rd. I woke up this morning. It was very tight to breathe. It took a lot of effort. It was very tiring. Not even tiring, it took a lot of focus. It's still kind of taking a lot of focus, so talking can be difficult. This morning it almost felt, my lung functions last year was at 30%. Right now I'm at 80, and this morning it felt like I was back at 30. So I kind of woke up, had a bit of a panic attack, just over, you know, oh my god, I'm feeling like this again. But I ate, took the 3rd dose. Now I'm feeling a little bit better. It's still the really, really thick green mucus, which is wonderful if it's coming out. The rattleness is gone. It's more of just like my entire chest is sore type situation right now. My head, the pressure I was having yesterday is worse today. I haven't had any of the thick green mucus come out of my nose like I did yesterday yet, but I did just wake up about an hour ago, so we'll see as the day goes on. I am a little more nauseous today. I wasn't nauseous yesterday, but I'm hungry. I can't tell if I'm so hungry to the point that I'm nauseous or just what the balancing act is there, because that sometimes does happen with me. So I'm not really sure what to say on the scale of the nausea hunger debate everyone is talking about, whether they're more one or the other, because I'm kind of a mixture of both right now. So I had getting food down was hard because I was hungry but I was nauseous, so I ate half of my lunch and then had a shake with it, so I made sure I had enough in me to take the medication. So I guess we'll see if that has any effect with it, because I couldn't get a whole meal down, or you know what goes on. We're about 7.5 hours into my 3rd dose. I got out today and I went to Sam's, Target, and Office Depot. Sam's, I had a lot of hot flashes. Walking around was very difficult. I couldn't pick up a lot of things. Pushing the buggy after a while became too tiring, and I kind of just like held onto the side of it to hold me up while my mom was pushing it. In Target, I was a little bit better, but still not much. I was completely relying on the buggy to support me standing up and walking. The hot flashes weren't as bad, but they were still happening. Another thing, on my way to Sam's and in Sam's for a good, the first 20 minutes or so I was in there, my eyes would not stop crying. Like I was really light sensitive. I don't know what that was about, but it was something that like never happens, so I don't know if that's a side effect or not, but I thought I might share that with you guys. Let's see. After Target, we went to Office Depot, and I just started feeling out of it. About somewhere in between there, I don't remember exactly when, but I started feeling very boaty, like I was in a boat and everything was just very uneven walking. There was kind of just a big noodle flopping around and just kind of out of it. But I've read that that does happen again with some other CFers that have started taking Orkambi already. About half an hour ago, I started feeling hoarse, and this morning I read someone that had said the same thing. So far, things that I've read are things that I've expected I am feeling, though I am feeling pretty much exactly as I did when my lung functions were at 30% as of about 3 hours ago or so. So it's a very deja vu feeling I'm not very fond of, but I keep reminding myself that it's going to get better, and I'm just pushing through it and doing the best I can. So that's about where I'm at right now. It's kind of a really big step back, but a hopeful one, if that makes sense. But I'm hanging in there, and that's about what I've got so far. My blood sugar does feel like it's dropping a lot. I'm about to go and check it right now, so I'll have that update for you to tell you if it's lower than it usually is when I'm feeling this way, because I can't tell if it's the medicine or if it's my blood sugar. So I'm gonna go and check it and see, depending on what it is I guess I'll adjust my diet or just take all the things into consideration when I next eat, and my activity level, and you know, all of those things, just to try to, I guess my whole body's changing, so just adjusting everything is going to be a lot of trial and error. So taking you guys along on this journey with me. I might sound worse than this. It feels like I'm going to sound worse than this next time I talk to you. So hopefully the no voice thing doesn't last for too long. But breathing isn't as much of a effort as it was this morning. I don't know if I've said that yet. But moving is more of an effort. So every dose brings new challenges, I think. So I guess we'll see how long this lasts. Okay. It is about an hour from the last time that I recorded. I did my second dose of casein for today since I was out all day. I did it late. And I was starting to feel a little better. I come into my room just to finish watching some shows I was watching, and this starts happening. So I am about to go call my mom because she's not here. And looks like I'm gonna be spending the night at the hospital. So I'll update you guys when I can. I talked to my doctor. He said that if it's no more than a cup, then, you know, I'm kind of out of the woods for immediately needing to go to the hospital. So it's not a cup. So I should be okay right now. I'm thinking now it was a plug. I talked to a couple of other CF patients that have been on Orkambi, and they have all, the few that I have talked to said majority of them did have bleeding as well around the time that I did. Not all of them as much, but everyone's lungs are different. Mine might just be a little more damaged than theirs are, or something like that. My breathing is a little better, I think. I haven't coughed since a little bit after the last time that I talked to you. So I don't technically know if I'm still coughing up anything. I'm debating right now. I have an hour and a half left to decide if I'm going to take the medication tonight or wait. If I still am coughing it up, my doctor told me to wait a day or so until it stops and then start it back up to see if it's that, or if it was the casein, or just, you know, whatever. But I don't know if it's worth me stopping it to start it back over again, if this is all going to just start over, if it's just something to work through. So it's kind of just a, I guess, a game of trial and error, but it's my life that's trialing and erroring, and I'm not in the hospital, and I kind of wish I was, because I would feel much more comfortable with these things happening because I was already in a safe place. So being home alone, especially, I've never been home alone in like not coughed up blood. Like I've been home, I mean, alone on my own, but like every time that I do cough up blood, it is when I am alone. Like it's just how it happens. So it does bring an extra just freaking out. And especially because I have been feeling today like I did when I was sicker last year and bedridden and just dying. It's kind of just like totally worked up my PTSD and just freaked me out just an exponential amount. Like it's a lot for me to take in. But I am doing better. I'm feeling a little better. And I'm being hopeful right now. And, you know, it's going to get worse before it gets better. And I hope that you guys, if you're experiencing this, if it's, you know, if you're in the same position as me and you don't know what to do, we're weighing pros and cons here. And I think that the pros of if this medicine works is going to be better than, you know, the cons if you don't. So I think I'm going to take it. I think I've just talked myself into taking it. So now I have to go cook. But I will catch up with you guys in the morning. I'm already going to the hospital. So, yeah, but day 2, Orkambi, has been, you know, very weak. You know, kind of boaty, almost dizzy. Not as much coughing up mucus, but at night coughing up blood. So, yeah, that's my experience on day 2.